Radhika, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us over here at the
Thank you
World
so
Travel
much
and
for
Tourism
having
Festival.
me here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You know, traveling these days is not just about satisfying the soul, but it's satisfying all the dreams and aspirations of the soul as well.
Absolutely.
And you are Miss Tourism International. First of all, tell us what is it like to hold that position as Miss Tourism International?
Thank you for the question. It's an extreme honor to hold this position because you're not just a girl anymore. You're a woman who is representing a whole generation, Generation Z, and also representing her country. So it's a huge honor and a privilege to be Miss Tourism International India.
And as Miss Tourism International, where all have you traveled to?
Oh, I have. I've been fond of traveling since I was a child, and I'm quite a globetrotter. I've traveled in India, be it in the mountains, the south, and abroad as well, the UK, Ireland. I went to Malaysia for my finals of Miss Tourism International in December, and I just want to add a lot of countries to my list.
Lot more countries to my list. What is your dream destination?
That's an interesting question. Thank you for the question. So as I have traveled as a child, I'm a national level athlete. So I used to go for competitions all over India. So I got to travel a lot. And when I traveled abroad to UK, Ireland, what I tried to find was parallels between my own culture and that of the nation that I'm traveling to. So to answer your question, I'm always finding my country in other countries as well. So my dream destination is India.
Fascinating. Dream destination is India. So much of Indians now taking to traveling
Yes.
within India. But tell us, what is it like to travel as a beauty queen, travel like a celebrity, so to speak?
I never thought I would get that question, but to travel like a celebrity, as you said, it's about responsibility. I would say it's not only about luxury, it's not only about brands, it's about the responsibility you uphold. When I was training for my pageant, this is something that I learned, that the attitude comes before the crown comes. So you have to treat yourself like a queen. You have to walk like a queen before you get the crown. So traveling like a celebrity is being open to new experiences, being so rooted in your culture, because when you go to another country, you carry your culture with you. And knowing your culture deeply, for instance, why do we say namaste? It's such a common thing that we do, but to know the significance of it, like we touch our thumbs on a chest. So it is like respecting the other person. My soul respects your soul. So this is such simple thing, but so profound. So to be deeply connected to your culture and knowing that you have the responsibility to represent yourself and your nation is like traveling like a celebrity.
You know, many people, when they say travel like a celebrity, they would have in their minds how to have like the most, exciting, at the same time luxurious, at the same time peaceful, all of it put together.
Yes.
In the best hotels, in the best travels possible. So in that sense, what does luxury mean to you in travel?
Luxury. Oh, that's an interesting question. So, luxury to me is being comfortable. So, it not only comes from brands, but it also comes when you travel, when you're comfortable. And that's not just the best hotel you're staying or the best experiences you're having. It's about being comfortable in your own skin and being proud of yourself, and not just collecting memories for the camera roll, but enriching your own soul, as you said. So luxury is when you have experiences that not only enrich your life, but the lives of others around you, the stories that you share. That is, when you have all of these memories, your life becomes richer, and that's luxury.
So creating the greatest memories is the biggest luxury.
Yes, yes.
I wanted to ask you this. Are you somebody who likes traveling in a group? Are you like somebody who likes traveling solo?
So I took a solo trip in Ireland. I've also traveled with my friends when I was doing my masters. So I have traveled both ways, but I have found that I enjoy solo traveling more because I am more one with the nature, and also I make friends wherever I go. So I do have people that I still call when I was in Ireland. So yes, solo traveling is something I like.
Solo traveling, and that trend is rising, isn't it? Young women
Yes.
who are opting to choose to travel alone.
Yes, yes, definitely. And I hope it grows even more because to travel solo it takes a lot of confidence and courage because you're on your own. You make your own decisions, and also it is an opportunity to know your own self deeper. And that's what we all need.
To know yourself deeper. Tell us also, you're talking about being responsible.
Yes.
So, especially in the Gen Z and youth, there's lots of consciousness about ecotourism, being one with nature, and more importantly, not littering, not making the place dirty, being, environmentally conscious while traveling.
Yes, definitely it's the need of the hour. So, as I mentioned earlier, I was studying in the hills last year. So, I have had an experience where people came and littered in the mountains and even here. So, it is not something that should be encouraged, and there should be more awareness about it. And it's not only about the way you're educated, but the way you behave, your mannerisms, your etiquettes is what comes into play. So creating more awareness around this subject, because people do it unconsciously. Being conscious of our own actions is something that could really stop this issue.
And the big shift right now is that travel is right now no more a hobby. It's a top priority for people in life as one of the main things that they want to have,
Yes. So I know a lot of travel bloggers all around the world that I follow for travel inspiration, for the best tips. And as I said, that it is about collecting experiences. It's about making memories, and who wouldn't want a life where you have so many experiences to share, so many memories to make. So I'm not really surprised that people see it as a career option, because you are living and you're growing as you go and touching so many lives along the way, making new friends. So yeah.
So when you travel, do you also Instagram a lot? Do you also social media a lot?
So we live in the age of social media, and my work is such that I have to be connected to a larger audience. But I'm very conscious about what I put out and how I use social media. So whenever I'm traveling, I make it a point that I'm present in the moment. The people that I'm connecting with I give them 100% attention. And yes, I do click pictures. I film my camera roll, but it's not until after I have come back from my trip that I post them or look at them. So I try to immerse myself as much as I can in the moment, and give the people around me the respect that they deserve. Because when somebody is talking to you and you're on your phone, that is something I do not like myself. So I make it a point that I do not do it as well.
Fantastic. Can you tell us your favorite travel memory?
My favorite travel
Your
memory.
favorite holiday that you've taken in your life so far?
Okay. So there are many. There are many travel
But
stories.
I'm asking for one which is like will be your all-time favorite.
So one that comes to my mind, it's actually I was visiting my sister, and we planned a very last-minute trip to London. And that was the first time I was in the UK, and it was such a great experience because I saw so many of my own people there. There were so many Indians, and we created our own community over there, and we were sharing our culture over there, be it through food, our traditions. It was around Diwali, so I celebrated Diwali in London with Indians. So it was a different feeling altogether, and we went to many carnivals as well, so I saw what Winter Wonderland looks like. So being close to family and making a family over there as well is what really stood out for me in this trip. So that is my favorite trip memory.
If I were to ask you, going forward, where all would be your top bucket list destinations that you want to try? Which would those be?
My top bucket list. So as I said that I do want to know my own country deeply, because the more you're rooted with your own culture and your own traditions, the more you grow and go forward in life. So one of my destinations are from India. It's Kashmir, because I want to experience Kashmir not just in spring but in winter as well. I've heard it's a winter wonderland, and I really want to go there. And another place, since Mahakumbh is happening, I want to be in Prayagraj and take in and soak in all the spiritual vibes as much as I can. So these two places are on my bucket list.
Wonderful. Radhika, we've completely run out of time over here. Radhika Singhal, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us. Ladies and gentlemen, huge round of applause for Radhika Singhal, Miss Tourism International 2024. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me.